Here I am on a lovely hilltop overlooking the Tejo River. Why? Because on this hilltop is a prehistoric megalithic anta, the Anta de Foz do Rio Frio. Let's explore it. The Anta de Foz do Rio Frio is in central Portugal, located in the Santarém district. It's in the municipality of Mação. The Anta is located on the north bank of the Rio Tejo, or the Tagus River in English. It stands alone on a hilltop beside the location where the Ribeiro do Rio Frio opens out into the Tejo. The Anta is well signposted in the area. It's mostly tarmac roads all the way, except for the last few hundred meters, which is a flat dirt track. When you reach the site, there are information signs in both Portuguese and in English. Walking around the Anta, you're immediately struck by its commanding presence, standing on a raised mound on the hilltop, with views to the river all around. This is a prehistoric megalithic chambered structure used for burials or entombments, known in English as a dolmen. Originally, a mound of stones and earth would have covered it completely, and the Anta would have been entered by its corridor, which faces east. Like most Antas in Portugal, the mound is almost completely gone, and the visible stone structure consists of the upright pillars of the chamber and the corridor. There would have also been originally one or more capstones covering the chamber, and more stones over the corridor. These have disappeared over the years. The standing pillars, 11 of them, form a polygonal chamber just under 3 meters in diameter. The chamber's capstone ceiling would have been about 3 meters above the floor, which is made of granite flagstones. The corridor is over 3 meters long and about 1 meter wide. The enclosing mound, or mamoa in Portuguese, was surrounded by a containment ring of stones compacted with clay from the banks of the Rio Frio. This is the Anta of the Foz do Rio Frio. Foz means the mouth of a river, and Rio Frio is the Frio River, which empties out into the Tejo River right here. The location of this Anta on top of this hill overlooking the Tejo River is gorgeous. It looks straight out to the river valley. In this region, most Antas are found in clusters, 4 or so structures in a group. This Anta stands alone on its hill, making it more distinctive. Was it special because of its location along the Tejo? Certainly, the archaeological findings indicate that it had some significance. Artifacts found at the site show that it was first built and used intensely during the Middle and Late Neolithic period, about 4000 BC, or 6,000 years ago. It was then reused during the late Chalcolithic, nearly 1,000 years later. Contrasting with its obvious significance during the prehistoric period, this Anta was largely unknown in modern times. It was only identified in the 1970s by archaeologists Maria Amelia and Thomas Bubner. They conducted excavations in the 1980s. I'm here sitting in the Anta of Foz do Rio Frio, overlooking the Tejo River. It's a beautiful prehistoric site on a beautiful location. Birds are chirping, sun's shining beautifully, flowers are glowing in the sunshine. It's a gorgeous day in a gorgeous location. And for me, that's part of the joy of visiting these sites, of seeing different parts of the country and seeing the countryside and exploring things that have a rich history. This Anta was built 6,000 years ago. That's 3 times as long as all of recorded history. And it lasted and was used for about 2,000 years, as long as we've had recorded history. It has an immensity to it of time that is just incredible. And the fact that we don't know what language the people spoke, what their names were. We don't know what they thought. Why exactly did they build these sites? That not knowing is fascinating to me. So for me, the history and the time scale and the finding out about something that has a lot of unknowables is what makes it fascinating and intriguing. Coincidentally, on the day when I was visiting the Santa and filming these scenes, an enormous power outage hit the Iberian Peninsula, leaving most people in Spain and Portugal without electricity for most of the day. I was blissfully unaware of any of that. Visiting these ancient sites transported me, mentally at least, thousands of years ago to a time without electricity, but with technology and ingenuity to build incredible stone structures. It's worth reflecting on our dependence on modern technology and recognizing that 6,000 years ago, technology was very different, but capable of creating structures that still stand today. I hope you've enjoyed this visit to the Anta da Foz do Rio Frio. If you want to know more about it or any other prehistoric site in Portugal, check out my website, prehistoricportugal.com. I'm documenting as many sites as possible all around this wonderful country. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this ancient site and its relevance for today. Please leave a comment down below. And do subscribe. I'm going to be visiting lots more sites and telling stories from Portugal's ancient past. Thanks for watching.